Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. This is Limi3T. Today we're going to learn Chinese writing, but before we dive into writing, there are a few important things you need to know. Chinese people have been writing in traditional Chinese for thousands of years. However, for the average person, it can be really challenging to remember all those characters due to their complex strokes. So experts came up with a way to simplify them, leading to the creation of simplified Chinese. It's important to note that simplified Chinese wasn't used until after the founding of the People's Republic of China, and it has continued to evolve over time. But today, simplified Chinese has become standardized, and it's unlikely to be changed again. So now you know a little bit of the history, let's talk about how we actually write Chinese characters. Have you ever wondered where to place the strokes? Before we start writing, it's important to understand the different types of strokes. In Chinese, we call this 笔画. Several strokes combine to form what we call a radical or 偏旁 in Chinese. When many strokes come together, they form a complete character. In this course, we're going to start from the basics. By the end, you will be able to write Chinese characters confidently and neatly. And just to clarify, this course isn't about becoming a calligrapher, it's about learning how to write Chinese characters correctly and effectively. This will be a fun and practical process, and I believe that by the end of this course, you'll feel much more confident with Chinese writing. Alright, let's get started! Hello everyone, welcome to the first class. Before we start to write, there are some important things you need to know. Strokes are the lines formed when writing Chinese characters. From the moment the pen touches the paper to when it lifts up, just like when you are writing. So during the process, the path the pen follows can be long or short, straight or curved, but all of them are called 移画. 移画 refers to a stroke when the pen moves continuously from the beginning to the end without lifting, forming a complete line. There are 32 standard strokes in modern Chinese characters based on the 楷书 style. These strokes form the foundation of learning to write Chinese characters, although 4 of these strokes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 of them only appear in specific few characters. So generally speaking, there are 28 commonly used strokes. In each lesson, we will learn 4 strokes. So in just 8 lessons, we will have covered all the strokes. Woo! There are 6 basic strokes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And in Chinese, they are called 横, 竖, 撇, 点, 捺, 提. The other 26 strokes are combinations of these basic strokes. To learn the strokes, you need to know their names and also be able to correctly distinguish and write them. In this course, I will explain and teach in English, but when it comes to the names of the strokes, I will only speak Chinese. But don't worry, I will explain them. However, just recognizing the strokes that make up a Chinese character is not enough. You also need to be able to combine them in the correct order, which is also called 笔顺. In other words, you need to understand the correct stroke order. Okay, so in the correct way, I should write this character like this. But some people, they do like this. Okay, looks like you're getting the same results, right? But actually, you shouldn't write like this. So sometimes, although it is possible to get the correct result without following the correct stroke order, the process would seem quite foolish, so please make sure not to do this. And after finishing this course, we will also learn about 偏旁. These are called 偏旁, and through these, we will learn the meanings and the structures of Chinese characters. So please make sure to subscribe to my channel so you can watch the latest lessons. Once you have accumulated enough knowledge about writing, even if you encounter a character you haven't learned, you will be able to write by yourself without needing a teacher to teach you each stroke. And today we will learn 4 strokes. Four of them. They are called héng, 竖, 撇, diǎn. When practicing Chinese character writing, be sure to use a great notebook like this. You can also create by yourself and print it out. Okay, let me show you how to create the square by yourself. First of all, you need to draw a cube. Then you draw the line. Oh, oops. Okay, I got it now. Put it at the corner. Okay, one more. And again. Copy this. And you can also copy one more. Alright, so there are 3 of them. Adjust the position. You get the perfect grid notebook paper by yourself. But do not practice on blank paper. Here's the reason. Chinese is called square characters because the shapes of Chinese characters are usually square. So here we can see an actual square Chinese character. Each character has a compact structure, generally forming a square or nearly square shape. And this design allows Chinese. Okay, what is happening? Why it's moving? Okay. This design allows Chinese characters to be neatly arranged in rows, making them easier to read and write. It really doesn't matter what font we use. So here we can see a fatter font. Similarly, it's nicer, but I like both of them. Anyway, I just want to show you, it doesn't matter what fonts you use. Chinese characters are cube or square characters. You should practice them in the grade notebook. If you don't practice within the grade, your characters may end up uneven in size or shape. So maybe you will end up writing like this. Okay, sometimes it could be very difficult for other people to recognize what you write. So what's the point of writing if it's not recognizable. Therefore, in the early stages of practicing, the grid helps us maintain balance in our character writing. Alright, now get your grade book. Let's write. First, we're going to write héng. Héng. You can make it long or short. You can write it a little bit short. Or we can read it together. Please follow me to read and write at the same time. Say héng, héng, héng. If you write too fast, it may look like this. Not very good. So let me redo it. Again, say héng, héng. You can go up a little bit or you don't have to. So let's do it one more time. Say héng, héng, héng. Good. Héng is very straight with no curves. Alright, now please find all the héng strokes in these 3 characters. You have 10 seconds. Did you find all of them? Okay, let's check. héng, 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 héng. Okay, this stroke, it's not héng, it's héng zhe, which we will learn next time, or maybe later. So now you know that héng can be short or quite long. Okay, next we're going to write shu. Shu. It can be long or short. Long or short. Please follow me to say and write at the same time. Shu. Shu. Again. Let's do it together. Say shu. Shu. Again. Shu. Good. Okay. When we write shu, always go from the top to the bottom. Shu is also straight. Straight with no curves in. Please write it in the middle of the square. You can also imagine it as héng rotated 90 degrees. Okay, now please find all the shu strokes in these 3 characters. You have 10 seconds. Okay, let me tell you the answer. Shu, 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 shu. So now we know shu can be quite long, just like héng. Sometimes it's a little bit short too. Did you find all of them? Next, it's time to write pie. Pie. When you write pie, please note that it gradually becomes thinner from the top right to the bottom left. Now you see why do I need to write in the grade notebook? One more time. Pie. Again, say pie. Good, good. It's like drawing a curve with a little bit bend. One more time. Pie. Pie. Make sure you do not add a hook at the end. If you do, it's wrong. Okay, so let's write one more time. Follow me. Say and write. Say 撇撇撇. Alright, so now please find all the 撇 strokes. In these 3 characters, you have 10 seconds. Okay, let me tell you the answer. 撇撇撇撇. Okay, so now we know the direction of 撇 can be varied. Sometimes it's a little bit short. Sometimes it's a little bit straight, like this one. And sometimes it's close to be horizontal. So 撇's direction can vary, but overall, 撇 is a curved stroke. Okay, next, we're going to write the diǎn, the last stroke we're going to write today. Alright, let's start. diǎn, diǎn, diǎn. The English meaning for diǎn is spot. It's a short stroke from the top left to the bottom right. If you are using a brush, you'll see the thickness change. But if you are just using a normal pen, you don't need to do that. You just need to write a dot. Not a circle, not like this. No. Okay, so now let's write one more time. Say 点 点 diǎn. Good. Please write the diǎn in the middle of the square. And now, please find all the diǎn strokes in these 3 characters. You have 10 seconds. Please note that the direction of the diǎn is toward the bottom right. If it's pointing to a different direction, it's not diǎn. Have you found all of them? Let's check. diǎn, 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 diǎn. Okay, this one and this one, they are both called 撇. They are not diǎn. This one is diǎn, it's just longer. So now we have learned 4 basic strokes. 4 of them, we finished. It's time to put them together and write some Chinese characters. First, let's write the 3 simplest characters. Follow me. Read and write at the same time, please. Let's start from 一. It's the simplest of all the characters. It's just a single héng. Right from the left to the right. Make sure it's in the middle of the square and keep it straight. Okay? Again. Write one more time. Say héng, héng, héng. You can go a little bit up, or you don't have to. Of course, you can write like this. héng. You can just follow this line in the square. Okay, one more time. Say héng. This character is 一. It means number 1. Next, let's write 二. This character consists of 2 héngs, 1 and 2. The first héng is written at the top, and the second héng is written just below it. Make sure the 2 strokes are parallel to each other and the distance between them, to the middle line, is balanced. And please keep the whole character in the middle of the square. Let's write it one more time. Say héng, héng. Again. Heng, heng. Good, good. Okay, one more time. Follow me to say the stroke. Heng, heng. Again. Heng, heng. One more time. Heng, heng. Very good. This character is R. R. It means number 2. Now, let's write san. It's similar to R, but with 3 hengs. The first one is at the top. The second is in the middle. And the third one is at the bottom. Each heng should be evenly spaced and written straight from the left to the right. Heng, heng, heng. The middle one is the shortest. The bottom one is the longest. Okay, let's write it one more time. Heng, heng, heng. Perfect. Okay, let's try it one more time. Please follow me to say the stroke. Heng, heng, heng. Good, good. Again. Say heng, heng, heng. Okay, one more time. Heng, heng, heng. Perfect. This character is san. San. It means number 3. Now, let's write xia, today's last Chinese character. This character has 3 strokes. The first, heng, is written straight from the left to the right. The second is shu, written from the top to the bottom. Connect them together. Make sure shu is centered below heng. The last stroke is diǎn. Connect it with shu. A little bit above the middle of the shu. So now let's try it together. Right, please. Heng, shu, diǎn. One more time. Heng, shu, diǎn. Again, one more time. Heng, shu, diǎn. Good, good. Heng, shu, diǎn. Good. And the last time. Heng, shu, diǎn. Very good. Okay, this character is xia. Xia. It can mean the bottom. Okay, congratulations. We finished today's task. Today we studied 4 basic strokes. Heng, shu, diǎn, pie. We also studied 4 simple words. They are yi, er, san, xia. And that will be today's class. And please subscribe to get the latest lesson. See you next time.